Hello, magical people. Hope you're doing well. My name is Meg Moonbeam, and welcome back to the Daily Astro Show here on the Meg Moonbeam and Beyond Mystic YouTube, Rumble, and X channels. Very, very interesting day. We're going to get into it. Going to share the charts with all y'all. Let me know in the live chat how everybody is doing today, or in the comments below if you're watching the replay. And as always, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Meg Moonbeam YouTube and Rumble channels, as well as the Beyond Mystic YouTube and Rumble channels. And I am offering personal astrology consultations that are available at consultations.beyondmystic.net. Link is in the description box below if you'd like to have a personal reading with me. And we've got discount code Beyond Mystic, all in one word, that you can use for your next reading with me. Yeah, how's everybody doing? Diane says, woke up with a migraine. LOL, here we go. Interesting, Diane. What are your signs? I'm curious to hear. CeeLo Joe, hello, says, good morning, Megan, everyone. Crazy energy this week. Yes, it is a crazy energy this week. If you watched yesterday's Beyond Astro, actually this week's Beyond Astro on Sunday, or yesterday's Daily Astro Show, then you heard me mention probably that we're having Sun square Saturn with Mars square Pluto. Today is exact Mars square Pluto, which is one of the most intense aspects in astrology. So if we're having headaches or migraines, like Diane, you're having that today, actually in medical astrology, Mars rules the head and migraines. So our heads can be feeling weird. We can just be feeling a little bit weird overall. So let's get into it. Before I bring up the chart for today, I wanted to mention something interesting that I saw on Telegram from a tweet from Robbie Starbuck. The American College of Pediatricians just put out a fire statement calling out all the major medical associations by name for pushing the gender transition craze on kids. They ask for these groups to immediately stop the promotion of social affirmation, puberty blockers, cross-sex hormones, and surgeries for children and adolescents who experience distress over their biological sex. So this is interesting because now this has more to do with kind of the general astrology. This is why I wanted to bring this up first. We just had the planet Jupiter recently ingress into the sign of Gemini. And when I did my whole predictions spiel on that, I said, I think one of the things that we're going to see over the course from end of May 2024 to end of June 2025 with Jupiter, the great benefic planet in Gemini, which is one of the signs that rules children. Okay, I think we're going to start to see more people stand up for the children and what's been going on with the children, specifically in schools, right? So I think it's really interesting that literally, it's been 2-3 weeks since Jupiter ingressed into Gemini, and this is a huge deal. And I just predicted it when I did that video. So more and more people starting to stand up for the children publicly, local community country groups such as the American College of Pediatricians. So shout out for them, and really good job, you guys, for doing that, for protecting our kids. We're going to be seeing more of that. Also wanted to bring up Belgian Prime Minister Alexander De Croo announces he will resign after losing to right-wing parties in European elections. So I've also been talking about in the past couple of days the elections in Europe and how we're having crazy astrology in the European transit chart right now. Mars square Pluto today. The Mars is exactly conjunct the midheaven of the European Union in square to Pluto. So very intense day for the European Union. And with Uranus conjunct the moon of the European Union, yeah, there were some shocking wins, some shocking losses in that election. Emmanuel Macron has called a snap election in the face of the loss to the far right. He had a little bit of a hissy fit, as I predicted, with this Mars square Pluto on the midheaven of the European Union chart. We're going to see some of those people have hissy fits and not be too happy about the election results. and what's going on there. So that's going to continue into this week. But for all of us as a collective, June 11th, yep, Mars square Pluto. You guys know I like to tell it to you like it is. This is one of the most intense, volatile aspects in astrology. Mars and Pluto are the two planetary rulers of the sign of Scorpio. Mars, the ruler of war, conflict, masculine energy, how we assert ourselves, boldness and confidence, rules Aries and Scorpio. And Pluto, the planet of death, intensity, transformation, and crisis, other modern day ruler of Pluto. So if you are a Aries or a Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising, you can be feeling a little bit funny today, a little bit weird, on edge, easily agitated, easily triggered. So if you're an Aries or a Scorpio with this Mars square Pluto, don't be hard on yourself. Take it easy. Don't overextend yourself today. Also, the Tauruses and the Aquarians can be feeling a little bit off or intense or easily triggered because Mars is in the sign of Taurus, Pluto is in the sign of Aquarius. Jenny Hollingsworth is saying, yep. So, something that we can kind of do as an astrological remedy with this energy is to maybe do something sexual. Okay, Mars and Pluto are two very sexual planets. To let out your frustration, to let out that energy through, having sex or doing something creative. Mars and Pluto are also very creative by doing some kind of physical activity, going for a long walk, going for a run, doing something physically active. Those are ways that we can release excess Mars square Pluto influence. So it's a volatile day. I do like that we have Sun conjunct Venus still. That's going to lighten it up a little bit. And Sun conjunct Venus sextile exactly to Chiron. So there's actually healing breakthroughs that can occur today, particularly in our committed relationship, because Venus rules our committed love, work relationships. Also in our friendships, because Venus is in Gemini. So there could be like things coming up to the surface, intensity coming up to the surface, possible conflict, but there's healing breakthroughs with the Sun-Venus conjunction in sextile to Chiron when we express ourselves. The word that Spirit's wanting me to say is assertively and directly, just lovingly being in our directness. Mars square Pluto can bring a little bit of a tendency where we can feel so triggered that maybe we want to make someone feel bad or call somebody a name or say something really intense. Remain calm. And if you need to say something, say it in a loving, direct way. Right. So really nice healing breakthroughs in our own values today, in our committed relationships today. I think it's a really creative day with the Sun conjunct Venus in sextile to Chiron and the Mars square Pluto, even though it is intense, and also really creative because the moon is in Leo. That can make people emotionally more passionate, emotionally more even a little bit of a selfish place, but also wanting fun. And this is something that I've been noticing as a theme in my one-on-one readings and just people with myself and people in life in general that I meet is we're all just wanting to have fun. I'm hearing the song "Girls Just Want to Have Fun" by Cyndi Lauper because things have been so freaking intense. So because things haven't been super fun and there's been so much challenge in the collective, when we have days like this or weeks like this with the Sun square Pluto and Mars square Pluto at the same time, we can be feeling really low energy or really easily triggered. So my biggest advice for today astrologically is to take it easy. Don't overextend yourself. Know that people are going to be easily agitated and frustrated today. So don't take it personally, but also there's opportunity with that Sun-Venus conjunction in sextile to Chiron, some really positive healing breakthroughs in our relationships. So I know that's a lot for one day, but that would be kind of the things that I would say to keep in mind for today, for sure. And I think we're going to have a big development happen with Europe, with Mars exactly conjunct the midheaven in square to Pluto. I've been talking about that for the past few days. So in tomorrow's Daily Astro, let's check in and see what the heck happened the full day in Europe with that Mars square Pluto. Very, very interesting. Diane says, oh my God, that is wild. I had a reading done by a psychic. My husband came through and he kept repeating to go out and have fun. Wow, that's beautiful, Diane. And I think that's something really important for all of us, advice for all of us, to have a little bit more fun, be open to fun. And we can have fun even when things are crazy and the energy is intense. We can still have fun during the shift in the world, for sure, and not take things so seriously. I want to mention before I finish up today that very exciting, Janine has just released her medicine cards course over on the Beyond Mystic Academy. Very special course to learn how to use the energies of your totem animals, that's a tongue twister, with the medicine cards with the one and only Janine. So the link is in the description below if you want to go check out that course. And there's a 20% off discount code at the moment, Totem20, all in one word, that you can use if you'd like to take part in the medicine cards, which are so cool. And again, I do offer personal astrology readings that are available at consultations.beyondmystic.net if you'd like a personal reading with me. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Beyond Mystic and Meg Moonbeam YouTube, Rumble, and X channels. I love you all very, very much. I'm wishing you the most magical day ever, and see you on the other side of this Mars square Pluto. Bye.